Well, Kenya has reported the highest number of recoveries in a single day from COVID-19 since the advent of the virus, after 11,324 people recovered from the virus. This coming as Kenya has been listed as a high-risk zone for COVID-19 infections by the American Center for Disease Control, which has cautioned U.S. citizens against visiting the country. The Ministry of Health has, however, maintained it is controlling the spread of the virus. Nancy Okware with the data by the Ministry of Health.
11,324, the magic number that has put smiles on the faces of Kenyans amid the pandemic. Kenya making a major milestone in the war against COVID-19 after the highest number of recoveries in a single day was recorded since the pandemic hit the country back in March. Out of the 11,324 new recoveries recorded, 11,177 were from home care isolation, while 147 were from hospital. This pushing the number of recoveries to date to 67,788. The ministry, however, expressing concern as the festive season approaches, urging Kenyans not to lower their guard.
We are getting into the holiday season, the festive season, and this is a time when, of course, the spread of the virus can be accelerated. So our appeal to Kenyans is that even as we move into the festive period, let us be responsible.
But amid the good news, the country is still reporting new cases after 1,253 tested positive for the virus from a sample size of 10,170, pushing the total caseload to 86,383. The development coming at a time when the American Center for Disease Control placed Kenya at level 4 alert, urging its citizens to avoid travel to Kenya, citing high risk of infection.
So it is not a surprise if the CDC in America feels that they want to grade the situation in Kenya to level 4, as well as issue a travel advisory. I think people are following. You know very well that even when international air travel was resumed, was a very cautious approach by countries, including our own country, in terms of who would allow to come into the country. And I think every country is trying to do that just so that they are able to protect themselves.
The number of fatalities also rose to 1,500 after 16 patients lost their lives. At the moment, 1,200 patients are admitted in hospital and another 7,755 are under home care observation. Out of those in hospital, 73 remain in the intensive care unit, while 16 are in the high dependency unit. Meanwhile, the ministry says that measures have been put in place to have investigations completed at KEMSA before the personal protective equipment being held there can be released for use. With the festive season fast approaching, the Ministry of Health is calling on Kenyans to be extra cautious, saying that any laxity could impede the gains made in fighting the pandemic. Nancy Okware, Channel 1 News.